everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my haul from February 21st and February 23rd. I hit 2 rummage sales this particular weekend, and I did go to Goodwill and get a couple things. This first sale I went to it for the first time last year. It was actually the first time they've had one in I think like 10 years. And so they were definitely rusty, and they had this weird protocol where you had to get a ticket from each room with what you had purchased and how much it was, but then you couldn't go into another room until you had gone into the lobby and paid the cashiers, and then you were allowed in another room. So that was a little frustrating, but this year they fixed it so you could get a ticket from every room you went to, and then you could go and pay the cashier all at once. So that worked out much, much better. So this one was, I think it started around 8:30 in the morning. It was nice because you could get numbers out of a bin. They had like a Tupperware bin out in the front. You could grab a number, go sit in your car. So that was great. So I was at this sale for probably hour and a half, something like that. And about 2/3 of the way through, I'm walking out of a room and somebody taps my shoulder, and I turn around and I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Was this gal I met almost a year ago at another rummage sale. She lives all the way out in PA, so for her to get to this particular one, normally with normal traffic it would have taken her an hour and 20 minutes, which is a haul, but then she told me it took her an hour and 40 because she was driving through rush hour traffic. So I was pretty impressed with that. I don't think I've ever gone that far for a sale, so I was not expecting to see her. So that was nice. We actually met at a sale last year in PA, because she's about an hour from me. And so we usually meet at ones that are kind of in the middle of both of us. And we were sitting at this one particular sale, and we were both like right up towards the beginning of the line. And the rest of the people in the sale started talking about, you know, how crazy some of these people can get once you get in there, you know, grabbing things out of your hand or yelling at you or whatever. And her and I started talking, and I started to tell one of my, 1,000 stories about nasty rummage sale lady. And all of a sudden she looks at me and she goes, oh my God, are you Heather? I'm like, what? And she goes, are you Heather? Do you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yes. And she's like, oh God, I watch your channel all the time. I'm like, okay. So that was really weird. Freaked me out because, up until, well, I never have had my face on camera yet. I'm working towards changing that, guys. I'm working towards getting up the courage to get on camera. But anyway, so we started talking. Obviously, she knew a lot more about me than I did about her. And so we saw each other here and there throughout all of last year. So I was not expecting her to tap me on the shoulder at this one. It was just funny. And so then we both went on our merry way again, and then caught back up in the big room, the main room of the sale. And finally I just said to her, I'm like, you know what? I go, you love rummage sales, I love rummage sales. I'm like, let's just exchange numbers and we can keep each other in the loop. So for the past few weeks now, we've now formed like a, rummage sale super alliance, and because we're both obsessed, and now we are enabling each other, which would be bad except for the fact that, we're doing it to make a profit and put food on our family's table. So therefore, I don't see it as anything bad, hopefully. Unless I'm on, the show Hoarders like a year from now. But anyway, so we've been going to sales together now, which is great. It's nice to have a friend to hang out with in line, and we both have the same mentality. Once we get into the sale, we both kind of look for different things, but we're on a mission and we're focused and we don't want to like hang out with each other and like, you know, walk around and look at stuff with each other. We just kind of take off in different directions, go get what we came for, and then come out and, you know, meet up with each other at the end. So it's nice. Anyway, her name is Wendy, by the way. So hi, Wendy. So let me show you what I got from this sale. And then I got to go in the other room and show you what I found at the other one that we both ended up going to that Sunday. So I think I spent 32 bucks here. I think they undercharged me, actually. Because I think that they were trying to... One woman was adding up the tickets and I wasn't paying attention because I had someplace else that I needed to go before I went to Goodwill and went home. And so I just gave her the money, and then when I got home I realized, oh crap, I think she undercharged me. But anyway, maybe next year I'll make an extra donation because I felt bad. But let me show you what I got. Whoops. After I break my camera. Okay. I'm going to start off with what I found in the linen room. I usually go to the big room first. They have a main room that has all their housewares and holiday stuff. They have a boutique room, which is way overpriced, and I don't go in there until probably last. They have a book room, a toy room. What else? Electronics, also really overpriced. And then like linens and clothes and stuff. So in the linen room, I got some curtains and tablecloths, which I don't usually do, but I figured, you know, hey, let's give it a shot. So this is the item I paid the most for that day. This is a Quaker lace tablecloth. The pattern is called Brighton. This was $10 because it was brand new in the package, and I was able to date it because it says there's a free apron in it because it's the 100th anniversary of the company. So that dates this to 1989 after I did some research. And it's unique because I can't find any other Quaker lace aprons anywhere on eBay. There's tablecloths everywhere, but not the aprons. So this is up for auction right now at I think $50 or $55 plus shipping. I do have 1 or 2 watchers on it, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But this company in particular is a pretty good one to look for. Then I have 2 of these Cameo Florentine lace curtain panels. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the pattern in the lace. But I bought these because they were $3 a piece, I think. $2 or $3 a piece. And from the packaging, they look to be like from the probably late 40s, early 50s. I figured, you know, give it a shot. New old stock. You know, combine that with lace. You know, it was worth the $6 investment for both of them. Then I also got this one. I think this was $2 or $3. This is a Diana pattern lace tablecloth from Santa Fe. And I think I have this up for auction at I think like 30 or 40, something like that. Now, I'll have to let you know what those do. Hopefully I'll sell at least one of them before the week is up. Then the only thing I bought in the boutique room was this little girl. She's a little Kokeshi doll. She's from Japan. She's wooden, really pretty. They had $9 on her. They gave her to me for $8. When I got home, I noticed that her bow had glue around it, but it's not a big deal because this was apparently pegged into her head with a dowel, and I guess it had just popped out and somebody glued it back in. So it's not like it was busted off or anything like that. It's by an artist named Kazuo. I think it's Kazuo. My kids would probably be better able to pronounce that than me. But some of these can do really well. The last one, I think exactly like her, that sold on eBay, sold for around 40. I can't remember if it was free shipping or not. So I got her. And then everything else, I think I paid around 50 cents for, if that. So I did sell one thing already. I found 2 of these gift sets from Victoria's Secret. This one is called Love Spell. I think I have this up for, I'm going to say like 16 or 17 with free shipping, something like that. And then the other one that I had was Bombshell. Also a 2-piece set with the mist and the lotion. That one sold for $22.99 with free shipping. So that almost paid for everything that you guys see here today. I found those 2 things. Then in the Christmas section, I got this cloth teak golfing Santa. Just kind of threw them in my bag, and it's not really worth too much. Maybe 10 to 15 plus shipping. If I list him and he doesn't go by fall, I'll probably take him out of my store and put him in the consignment sale that I put my stuff in a couple times a year. Then I got a Fitz and Floyd plaid Christmas box. I've sold some of their lidded boxes before and done pretty well. I think this one is up for 20 or 22 with free shipping. Then I got a couple ornaments. I got this little guy, which I think is adorable. I've seen these pull string ornaments before. Where's this string? Oh. This one's got a little bone on the bottom. I've seen them before, but I've never seen one made of porcelain like this. So you yank on the string and his tail and his mitt move, well, a little. His tail usually moves a little more than that. There we go. But he's really cute. So again, 50 cents for him. I think I have him up for auction at 10 plus shipping. Maybe a little more. Maybe 13 plus shipping. But we'll have to see. I'm sure a lot of the Christmas that I have up for auction I might have to roll over, but you know, as a buy it now, because obviously people aren't in Christmas mode right now. But I do still sell Christmas all year, and I love to buy it all year and get it listed so that when I really get slammed in, like, you know, October through December, I've got plenty of inventory. And then I also got this Lennox sleigh bell ornament with the Christmas tree on top. I think I have that listed for, I think, 10 to 15. It's either 10 plus shipping maybe, or 15 with free shipping. I can't remember. Then I got some little decorative pillows. I put these all up together. I think I put them up for $19.99 with free first class shipping. These all have ribbon embroidery on them. This one is velvet. So is this larger one. And then there's this little kind of brocade fabric one that says Imagine. And they all pretty much, you know, match each other. So I put those all up together. Shouldn't have a problem getting 20 in free shipping on those. Then I got a couple mugs. I got this one from Mexico, which I think is a Tonala mug, Tonala. Does say Mexico on the bottom in that same handwriting. But this one doesn't say Tonala or Ken Edwards on the bottom like most of them do, or it would have a KE on the bottom. But still, I listed it as Tonala. So about, I think that's up for 20 or 22 with free shipping. And then I got this cute little fox mug from Pier 1. The only flaw that he has, he's never been used because he still has the tags. He does have a little ding right here inside the lid, or the lip of it, but that shouldn't be a big deal. And I have him up for 20 with free shipping. And then last but not least, from that sale, I got, well, something I've never bought before in the 12 years I've been doing this. I bought a wig. This is a Gabor wig, brand spanking new in the box. And this is a Stylista Rusty Auburn wig. It kind of it's like a textured bob shag kind of style. If you go on a website and try and get this brand new, I think they want 116. I put mine up at auction for, I think it was 50 or 60 plus shipping. So we'll have to see what happens with that. That's one of those things I'm gonna have to wait for, you know, until someone out there is looking for that particular style and that particular color. So that one might take a little while, but still couldn't pass it up for what, 50 cents? That would have been insane if I walked past that. And then I got this Martha Stewart recipe box, and I'm going to take it out of the box so you guys can see it. It's really got a cool vintage feel to it. It looks like a little, like a miniature version of a bread box. And it had some recipe cards in there. I don't think this actually came with recipe cards, but somebody put some in there. And then you can actually take the cards out and rest them on this little lip right here so that your recipe is right there for you to look at while you cook. Cannot find this particular one anywhere online. She does have other recipe boxes of hers on eBay. If you can find, like, there's a robin's egg blue one, enamel, a little bit different style than that one, than this one, and that one's going for like 50. I put mine up for 25 plus shipping. It's up at auction. It ends tonight, and I do have watchers on it, so fingers crossed. I'll sell it since I can't find another one anywhere. So that was it for that sale. And then, like I said, I had to leave. I had something else to do that day, but I was able to hit Goodwill before I got back home. So I ran through there quick, and I found a couple things there. The first thing I got, and if you guys know anything about this, please leave me comments down below, because I'm kind of stumped. I asked the people in my thrifting group, and they helped me out a little bit, but I still don't know for sure what this shield, what profession this shield is for. I'll tell you what I think, and then you guys can tell me if you think I'm right or not. But anyway, this is from Sharing Labs, and I knew it looked old. It doesn't have any marks on the bottom or anything, but it's got this shield in the middle with the pencils, the typewriter, the movie camera, the microphone, and one of those old-fashioned erasers with the brush on the end. The only thing I've been able to come up with, and I'm assuming this is a pencil cup also because it doesn't have a handle, I'm assuming it might be for a screenwriter for the movies. I don't know. Somebody also told me copywriter, like for an ad agency, which it could also be. So I'm going to put copywriter and screenwriter in my title. One that was similar to this, but did not have the microphone or the movie camera on it, sold for $20 a few years back on WorthPoint plus shipping. Somebody in my thrifting group on Facebook was kind enough to look that up for me because I don't have a WorthPoint account. So hopefully at least 20 plus shipping on this. And then I also found this picture. I like to buy blue and white, you know, stoneware stuff. I bought some Hadley pieces before, and when I first glanced at this I thought it was a Hadley piece, but then I looked at it and I said no, it's not, kind of primitive enough. Her stuff is usually horses or girls, farmers, a cow I think I've bought, and they're really more childlike drawings than this. So turned it over and it says Nessith Dennison's, which happens to be the artist, and this is a piece of Dorchester pottery from up in Massachusetts, right outside of Boston. They had a lot of artists that work for them, but this is fairly popular. I put this up for auction, I think at 50, and didn't get any bids, but I did have watchers, so I rolled it over into the store at 50 plus shipping, and I shouldn't have a problem getting probably 40 or 50 out of it. So that's it from that sale. I didn't buy a whole lot, but I'm gonna go into the other room now and show you the other things I bought on Sunday, because on Sunday Wendy had sent me a screenshot of another sale, again near the one we were at on Friday, so way out of her normal area, and she was thinking about going to it. Well, when I saw where it was, I'm texting her back going, oh, I've been to this one, it's fantastic, it's at a temple, and you know, it's great, there's all kinds of rooms and all kinds of stuff. And I couldn't remember why I hadn't been there in the winter, or why I didn't know there was a winter one. And then I remembered I'm usually in Florida in February, and we didn't go this year, we're going over spring break. And so I said, oh, well, you know, I've been to this one a million times in the summer. So I'm telling her all about it, and she's, you know, excited, because she usually goes for electronics and stuff like that. So we get there, and instead of letting us in the back like they normally do, they're telling us to line up in the front, which is the complete opposite of what we usually do. And then we found out when we got in there that it wasn't nearly like the summer one. They didn't have all these rooms. They had just had the main room open, which is always just clothes and linens. I'm like, oh, crap. And both of us hate clothes. We're really bad at it. But after I apologized profusely for feeling like a complete jerk and having her drive all the way out there for clothes, we both decided to just kind of suck it up and use it as a learning experience, and we both went our separate ways and kind of tried to find something to make it worth our whiles. And then we met back up and we're kind of showing each other what we got. So we didn't do too bad. I only spent 19 bucks, and $1 of that was for 2 t-shirts for my daughter, who was over the moon. One is actually usually in a store called Zoomies, and the shirts are like $35. So when I came home with one for 50 cents, she could not even believe it. So let me go in the other room. I'll be back in a minute to show you what I got at this sale. Okay guys, I'm back. We're here in my living room, and I laid the clothes out on the couch for you to see. As you can see, I did not buy much. We were there probably a good hour and a half, just, you know, trying to find something. And like I said, I only spent 18 bucks, you know, when you discount the 2 t-shirts I bought for my daughter. So this right here, I bought some Chico's things. This is a Chico's embroidered denim jacket, kind of a southwestern embroidery. I bought, that was a couple bucks. Then this denim jacket right here, this is from J. Jill. This is a pure Jill indigo piece with a hood. Looks like denim, but it's not, as according to their website. Again, another Chico's piece. This is actually a reversible quilted jacket. So we'll see how that does. And then yet another Chico's jacket. See, they have a theme going here. This one is pleated, as you can see. Has all this beading down the front. I don't know if you guys can see that. This one is really nice. Again, these were all like $1 or $2 a piece. Then I found this vintage Obermeyer ski sweater in the men's section. This is an extra large, and the only thing I can find wrong with it is it does have one little hole right here, but it's at the back of the neck. I mean, no one's ever going to see it, and I might be able to fix it, because I did learn how to fix holes in wool sweaters a couple years ago when I had a hole in another one. So got that. Then I did get one needlepoint pillow, this very kind of weird mod looking house on the water. That I think was $1. Then I'm actually gonna move this stuff so I can pull these other things down. I got this tank top. This is from Free People, and it's brand new with the tags. So I don't know what I'm gonna do on that. Maybe 15 to 20 on that. I'm hoping maybe 15 to 20 on most of this stuff. Maybe a little more for the Obermeyer sweater. Not sure. Then I got this really unique, like, reversible jacket. This is by Ubu, UBU. And it's got all this beading, as you can see, and this weird kind of popcorny quilted texture. And like I said, it's reversible to solid black. Again, that was like $1. And then last but not least, I got this very like 90s looking Saved by the Bell style shirt. This is by Cityscapes, I think, with these like, horrible neon palm trees in yellow and pink. And I'm hoping maybe, you know, 10 to 15 on that. But it was funny because the reason I bought this was because I've been going to stores with my daughter. She's starting to get really into clothes. I am not into clothes at all. But when I was her age, I think I was. So we're going into all these stores and everything looks like I'm in a time warp from the like late 80s, early 90s. I'm looking at everything going, oh my God. And she'll go, what? I go, this is my whole wardrobe. Like denim mini skirts and crop tops and things that are that color. And it's crazy. I said I should have just saved my entire wardrobe and we would have saved a ton of money. So everything from that era is back. So that is why I bought this shirt, to see what it does. So that's it. You know, at least it was nice. We had somebody to talk, you know, we both had somebody to talk to in line. So we weren't bored. And we learned a little bit. And I will be back again with another, hopefully current haul video. This particular one, this next one might be a little long because Wendy and I actually, we went to a tiny rummage sale at a church. And we thought that was going to be pretty much it for the day. Although we were thinking about hitting an estate sale. But on my way to that one, literally right down the street, like probably less than a half a mile, there was a big sign that said indoor garage or indoor yard sale. And we ended up hitting that one after the first one. And it was fantastic. So that was a great stroke of luck that day. So I'll be back to share that one with you. And that's pretty much it. So, oh, and by the way, I do have 4 of these things already listed. And that is a big deal for me, for clothes, you guys. Because I hate listing clothes. But I'm trying to push myself. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.